How's it going, beautiful Minecrafters? My name is Rawa1. I don't know. I tried to be more energetic, but I just woke up. Recently woke up. You know what? I didn't have coffee for breakfast. That's like the most important meal of the day, okay? If you have a coffee machine in your house, ladies and gentlemen, you better go to that machine and hug it, because sometimes when you lose the most important thing that you have in your life, you start to appreciate what happens, okay, without it, okay? But yo, by the way, oh my god, it begins. No, it doesn't. Hello. Okay, so I've been having problem, like the Minecraft videos would be on point, on schedule. That's how you pronounce schedule in the correct way. Yeah, Minecraft videos would be on point, but there is like this something, I don't know what, but it keeps like dropping from 60 FPS. Well, now I'm currently on 120, although I fixated on 60, but for some reason Fraps doesn't want to listen to me. But what I'm trying to say is, it drops from 60 to 30, 60 to 30, 60 to 1, 60 to 1, 60 to 30, and does that a bunch of times. Hello, and welcome to my video where I'm gonna rebuild the mob farm and make it without water. And I will need like a bunch of swords. I'm just basically gonna make a dark room. Where do I begin? So I saw this video. Yeah, I had to look it up because I was like, yo, I'm not gonna get anytime soon any iron ore. If I do, I don't remember. If I do, I don't want to waste it on what's his name, on buckets. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna look it up, and what can I do? So I'm gonna create a dark room where the mob's gonna get spawn, and you just kill them inside. Isn't that lovely? Just killing. Oh, by the way, I wanted to create a video separate on this subject, but I decided not to upload it. Yes, exactly. I could have been the one that uploads a video where you can actually enjoy it, but I didn't. So I wanted to talk about like Britain leaving EU, because it's actually a huge subject and a huge matter in today's society, especially the ones who live in EU, because it's a huge deal. Nobody did what Britain is doing now. But from what I heard, like people are like Scotland, especially Scots, the Scotland. I was trying to also make a joke, but I was decided against that. But yeah, Scots like decided to like, yo, if you gonna leave EU, we're gonna stay. So there's happening a lot of important historical events happening in my time. So I am actually really excited what's gonna happen. I hope they're gonna do another referendum and just revote to stay, because I think what happened was like, because I think it was, don't take this as a quote, right? Because it's definitely not gonna be correct. Maybe probably all of the information was heard or just from another people, so another source. That don't take it seriously what I'm saying right now, but you can take it into, you know, consideration. Vote to leave EU was over 2 years of the time span, or whatever you call it, right? So it was a long discussion and long grabbing votes for 2 years, and they finally reached it, and now they voted, right? It's a pretty huge amount of time. But I think what happened was, like, people, like normal people, in my opinion, normal people actually was like, yo, do we go to vote for that? Nah, nobody's gonna vote out of EU. That's stupid. And all the people who were angry and like people who don't really like those kind of not racist, kind of racist, like those who don't really like immigrants, and that's the main reason like behind it. I was like, what? You don't Like, I never understood that. Like, I never understood the fact that how can people say immigrants are taking our jobs? Well, then you're doing a shit job. If someone else from a different country who had to learn like their language came here and took your job where you were living in, you all that was such a like stupid. And people actually voted just because of that anger or like this disappointment, and people decided to vote against EU. And like what? And those people, the angry people who doesn't like do like they don't go to a job, they just complain that other people taking their jobs. They complained about that and they were passionate about that anger, and they went voting. And that's why they got so many votes. That's why they got like 52% against 48. So that is my theory, that actually angry people who weren't that great of a educated people, in my opinion, went voting, and the smart people who, you know, thought through that what's gonna happen if actually EU leaves. Like I would definitely be voting for in all countries before you vote for such a huge thing. Like before you vote even for a president, like okay, for a president is a huge deal, but before you go and decide your country's future, like you gotta take a IQ test or okay, you know what? Not an IQ test, because that's also like it doesn't require IQ to vote. But what I'm saying is, you gotta take a test that you know what you're voting for. You're not just going with the mindset, fuck it, it's gonna happen. Whatever happens, I'm cool with that. No, it's gonna change technically the world. In this case, just because Britain is pretty important in EU, and like this is just what? How can you beat that? Like, I don't know. This episode is so interesting. God. I promised you that I'm gonna bring like something interesting and cut the boring parts, but then I went on a rant. I do apologize, but this is how I do my episodes. I just talk over the gaming footage, and if I see this interesting enough to leave it in the episode, I do. I don't do long videos just because I think that you don't have enough time, because you are subscribed to multiple people, and you only have such a small amount of time, and only the ones that really enjoy my voice or my commentary or something else in my channel, you're the only ones who are gonna watch. And I'm cool with that, right? Just because I can have this conversation. Oh, that's a smiley face in the top. See in the minimap? Like the two eyes and the smiley. These videos are kind of made for you, because not a lot of people will enjoy these kind of videos. That's why I create like Overwatch, funny moments of videos where I took like 3 hours of footage and then uploaded, let you enjoy it, just because those videos take a hella long time, but it's only like 6 to 3 minutes, and that's the best moments. Hopefully you're gonna include your opinion in the comment section below if you want to get into that argument, or aka what's going on in real life, you know. If you don't, that's also cool. By the way, I got this, a loot box opening. Got it from my mom, so I was excited, like what's gonna be in the bag, and it's a seedling. Wow, god damn. So yeah, this is 13-minute video about me rebuilding the mob farm. Oh, by the way, post in the comment section below all the new episodes or TV shows that you're watching. I need those in my life, just because I'm definitely not gonna watch them while I edit these videos, but I'm definitely gonna spend some time in watching and renewing my joke, because that's how I get my jokes, okay, people? Someone told me in real life, I was having a conversation with a real person, if I remember correctly. Maybe I was drunk. I don't drink, but yeah, I was talking to a person there, and legit, they said like, you remind me of like a TV show in real life. So I was like, oh, that's a compliment, just because I do spend a lot of time, talking to myself and making jokes. That's why I edit these videos. Like, these are the awkward moments that I would delete from the video just because it doesn't make sense. It's just like, bro, don't say these things out loud because people are listening to you, and you just stop ruining your reputation. Reputation. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. This was Rapolis. Hopefully you got some good energy from this video. And I hope you have a nice day.
Legal. Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh, I'm getting paid.